Good morning, everybody. Can y'all hear me? Please let me know if y'all can hear me. I'm having some sound issues first thing in the morning, child. They trying me first thing in the morning. Just drop a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me okay. Please and thank you. Let's get ready to get into the things. First of all, I need to let you guys or remind you guys that on Monday, I will be interviewing Winter Harris from Love and Marriage DC. As you guys know, the season, probably series finale airs tonight. And Winter is only doing a handful of closing out interviews. And I am one of the people that she will be speaking with. I know she's talking to DJ Richie Scott tonight. But baby, we're going to talk on Monday. So y'all meet me here Monday at 8 o'clock so that we can get all of the things from Winter Harris. Okay, so let's get into it. So first of all, good morning, everybody. It's Saturday. I'm not going to be before you long. As the pastor would say, I'm not going to be before you long. Hey, everybody coming in. So y'all know that when it comes to this Love and Marriage Huntsville stuff, I got my pinky toe in and out. I don't watch the show anymore, and I've really been teetering on whether I even want to go back over there. But over the last week, something has come up that has gotten my attention, and it is connected to Love and Marriage Huntsville. So, I scratched myself right there. So, there was a lawsuit that was filed. It was filed last year, and I do remember hearing rumblings of it, but I really didn't pay much attention. Number one, I didn't pay. Thank you, Cub Star. Thank you, Marnie. Thank you, you guys. Number one, I didn't pay much attention to it because the people who I'm cool with that were involved, they wasn't stressing. So if they wasn't stressing, I wasn't stressing. Okay. Number two, it was dealing with Love and Marriage Huntsville, and y'all just know how I am. Thank you, Mia. Thank you, guys. And y'all just know how I felt about it, right? Don't go back over there, Miss Carter. Okay, Miss Carter said don't go back over there. But last week, Sherelle's World decided that she was going to talk about the lawsuit. And all I know was I started getting phone calls and DMs that was like, girl, Chef Don Don is going off. Girl, what is going on with Chef Don Don? And I said, I don't know what's going on with Chef Don Don because I wasn't even on YouTube. I think last Saturday when all this, or Sunday, whenever, I had a busy weekend last weekend. Let me just put it like that. And I really didn't know. So I watched some of his video. I watched some of what Sherelle World, and I was like, what he mad at? I didn't know why he was so mad. I was like, what is he? Because we read lawsuits all the time, right? So I was like, why is Don Don so mad? So I reached out to Don Don because I'm cool with him like that. Well, then I saw Sunday morning, T did a video, right? We have to create our own spaces. What you mean by that, spiritual gangster? What you mean we need to create our own spaces? I mean, I agree with that, but I don't know what you mean by that. And thank you for being a member. Thank you, my love. So T did a video and he sort of addressed it and he was like, look, you know, I ain't about to drag. Y'all think I'm about to drag somebody because you know when T hit the button, you know what you're gonna get from T. But he basically just said, listen, there was a lawsuit filed, you know, but she don't even have my information correct, so it's not me, girl. Now, what Don Don and T both said was, if you had just called me, I could have given you the correct information. If you had just called me, I would have given you the correct information. So the idea was that Sherelle wasn't just reporting the lawsuit, she was reporting information that wasn't accurate. So y'all know me, right? I was like, what the hell? And then I saw Queen Sheba did a couple of videos this week, but Queen Sheba was only focusing on one particular YouTuber. And I was like, okay, well, if this lawsuit has all of these people involved, then why is it just this one YouTuber that she's focused on, right? So y'all know me. Curiosity, I guess, is going to get this cat right here because I said I need to go see what's going on for myself. So y'all know, you know, I'm a new employee. If my girl is in the bushes, I'm a new employee of the law, down to the law offices of Hood and Ratchet. Okay. And so I tapped into my resources down to the law offices of Hood and Ratchet, and I got a copy of the lawsuit. We are going to read through the lawsuit, and I even have a copy of the motion that was filed last week that sparked all of this, where Sherelle said that this other YouTuber filed this motion, and I even have the response. Okay? We have the information. Now, if you want to tip, you know, if you want to tip the paralegal down to the law offices for getting this information for y'all. Y'all know y'all can always do that. Y'all can always do a Cash App or a Super Chat. But we got this, okay? So we're getting ready to read through. Hey, Law Knight, I'm a new subby, but the fact that you are on time and even early is a plus. Thank you for not taking folk for granted. Well, thank you, Law Knight, and I appreciate you being here. Thank you for subscribing, my love. And I can't promise I'm always on time, but I try my best. I came a little earlier today because El Teddy's going live at 1, and y'all know today is my dad's birthday. I wasn't sure what time I was going to get back from the hairdresser, so I scheduled it for noon, but I was able to come a little earlier. So Spiritual Gangster said, like learn how to start platforms where we control them and get the dividends. I don't know, like coffee or some. Okay. All right. I got you. Thank you for becoming a member, Sonia Bangs. Sonia's Bangs, the bang, or the bang. So I have the lawsuit. So we get ready to read through the lawsuit. Now, for the actual lawsuit, I am not. Sorry about that. Y'all know what's going on with my connection situation this morning. It's the spirit of Carlos King not wanting me to talk about this mess. Anyway, I'm not going to show the original lawsuit. You can't hear me? Okay, it's back. I'm not going to show the original lawsuit because there is a lot of information with all of the different defendants. So I'm not going to put that on the screen because I do not want to accidentally show anybody's information, whether it's their real information or it's inaccurate. I will read it to you guys, and then we will come back with the motions and stuff like that. So let me go into my resources, honey. Let me go into the resources and let me pull this stuff up. And again, shout out to the places and spaces where I was able to get this information. They know who they are. They probably in the clouds listening. Okay. Tracy gonna be mad that I ain't get it from her. She's gonna be like, "What you mean? Who you get it from? What do you mean you ain't get it from me?" Yeah, I know how Tracy do, child. Okay, so here's the original lawsuit. Like I said, I'm not going to show that on the screen because I do not want to show people's information. Now, I am going to call people's YouTube name, but it's their YouTube name. It is not their legal name. I'm not going to do that. So this case was filed on December the 29th of 2023. So right at the end of the year, 2023, this was filed. And I am going to read the plaintiff's name because her name is on the lawsuit. I'm reading a lawsuit. I will read the plaintiff's name. If it were any other lawsuit, it doesn't say anonymous. It's her name. So this case was filed by Sarita McNeil, Esquire. She is suing. I'm going to read you who she's suing. Okay? I'm going to read their YouTube names. She is suing Pretty Brown Eyes, Anthony Lofties, Pretty Thick Girl 40, Giving You the Real Tea, Chef Don Don, Tea Talk with Your Girl, When They Talk, Drop the Mic. She is also suing Google, YouTube, and TikTok. Now, she filed this in federal court. She filed this as a federal case. That's interesting. Okay. Now, let me read you guys what this thing is saying. Okay. Let me read y'all what it's saying. Okay. It says, what is the basis for federal court jurisdiction? Because in order for you can't just take a case to federal court. You have to show the court that there's jurisdiction here for this to be a federal case. What was checked on the paperwork? I could probably share the screen now. I don't think it has y'all personal information anymore. I'm gonna just leave it like this because I know there was just a lot of personal information. I'm just leave it like this. She checked federal question, and then she checked diversity of citizenship. Now, I have not gone that advanced in my law classes yet. I don't know what the hell either one of them things mean, but I just know she checked them. Okay. It says if the basis of jurisdiction is a federal question, and this is what she wrote: violation of free speech, freedom of assembly, and free exercise religion under the First Amendment, the U.S. Constitution violates. These are the things that she can sue under. Okay. Violates the Federal Trade Commission Act, consulting in unfair or deceptive practice in commerce with social media partnerships, violates 5 rights of consumers under Consumer Protection Act of 1996. Now, that's what she wrote. It says, if the basis for jurisdiction is diversity of citizenship. Now, she checked that it was, so here's what she put under that. The plaintiff is an individual. The plaintiff is a corporation. That's what she put. That's why it was federal jurisdiction. And then she put, I'm sorry, my apologies. She didn't fill that in. She put her name under the individual. She put her name again. And then under defendant, she filled in. Yeah, that's why I didn't share it again. She filled in all of the people's names again. Again, that's why I said I'm not showing y'all this, because I do not want to put people's legal name and information out. It won't come through me. It will not come through me. Okay. And then it says the amount. So here's what she put for the amount. Plaintiff requests damages totaling $10 million, consisting of attorney's fees, health and medical costs, court costs, damages to business reputation, and access to business clients, personal security for health, safety, and welfare concerns, punitive damages, etc. So she's suing for $10 million. I thought people would cover under the Fair Use Act. You know, the Fair Use Act is a funny thing, right? The Fair Use Act is not a catch-all when it comes to social media and YouTube, just like saying allegedly is not a catch-all to defamation, right? Just saying allegedly is not a catch-all to defamation. I mean, it's you know, it's a good practice to say allegedly, in my opinion, but it's not a catch-all. Same thing with fair use. Fair use is not a catch-all. I mean, it's a good thing to cite fair use, but it's not necessarily a catch-all. But that's a good question. Miss Knight, that's a good question. Okay. So here's the statement of claim. I'm going to read y'all what she said had happened to her and the reason why she is suing all these people. It says, where did the events giving rise to your claim occur? Here's what she wrote. YouTube content creator Anthony Lofties used my subscriber information and contacted people from where she's from to dox her initially. He conspired with YouTube content creators, and then she went on to name all of the content creators that she's suing. Let me read past it, okay. To publish an article linked in the profile, her picture, her personal information, even though I was never a subscriber or a panelist to these other YouTubers' channels. She's saying their names, and I'm just not going to keep saying their names. YouTube content creator, some of the other ones, published an illegally recorded police officer statement and audio from a disciplinary hearing as well. Then she said, Mr. Anthony Lofties doxed me in July of 2023 per intelligence. And then again, it's talking about the different YouTubers. I don't want to say their names, so let me scroll down. So then she started talking about the dates. She said that Drop Your Mic allowed panelists to dox her by publishing her full government name and her information during a YouTube live, and she gave the dates of July the 25th and December the 7th. She said Prosperity Thick Girl and Chef Don Don continued to dox the plaintiff on the evening of July the 28th and August the 2nd. Then, December the 7th, December the 20th. Then it said that this other YouTuber doxed and harassed and threatened her life on November the 5th, November the 6th, November the 13th, November the 21st. Child, she got all these dates. Then it said Giving You the Real Tea also harassed and threatened her life on December the 6th and December the 8th. Okay, so she had specific dates. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, while I was down to the hairdresser, I looked up some of these dates. Now, a lot of these YouTubers, rightfully so, a lot of those videos are gone. Rightfully so. I did find a couple of these videos. I didn't look up all them dates. I ain't gonna tell y'all no lie. I didn't look up all these dates, okay? But I looked up enough to just try to see if I could find this, what she was talking about. I did listen to a few videos where people were talking about her accusing them of doxing, but I did not hear where they said her information. That doesn't mean it did not happen, because she has very specific dates. But some of those videos are 2 or 3 hours long, and I just ain't got that. I just redballed and see if I could catch it. And I caught where they were talking about doxing and they were talking about her, but I didn't hear all that she is saying. So I can't say that these, again, some of these dates, the child, they took the videos down. I mean, I would have. If it were me, I would have put that video on private. I wouldn't have deleted it. I would have kept it, but I would have put it on private, or I would have, put it on, I wouldn't have had it as public anymore. So thank you, lovely True Red. So again, I can't say for certain what happened on those videos because I ain't hear it. But I'm going to give y'all my theory in a minute about what I think happened. And I don't know. And I know Don Don is a mod here, but if he chooses, I do not really want you to say anything, Don Don. I don't want you to say anything. I just have my theory. If you want to tell me something offline, you can tell me, but I do not want you speaking in this chat, sir, as it relates to this case. Okay. All right. Thank you, my love. Hey Star, what's up? And y'all understand why I'm telling him not to say anything. I don't mean that in a mean way. I'm just saying, don't say nothing. Okay. All right. So now it says plaintiff is a federal attorney licensed in the U.S. District of the Eastern and Western District of, I'm not going to say the state, but it's in the paperwork. Plaintiff visited YouTube content creators' channels to discuss current events and analyze the television show Love and Marriage Huntsville on the OWN network. And then she went on and she said that the Discover, Warner Brothers, whatever. Plaintiff only provided her first initial and last name and asked for YouTube content creators to refer to her only as anonymous to keep her anonymity and protect her official identity. Plaintiff would give public information regarding narcissism and public legal tools with family law courts to help the public understand and spot behavior traits people exhibited mental illness so they could learn how to set boundaries and have healthy, productive relationships. So it sounded like she was hitting these panels and using her legal expertise to speak on what was going on between Martell and Melody as it related to their family court issues, which, child, we still talking about. Even today, some information was put out on the public earlier this week, and we talked about it, okay? Defendant YouTube content creators, again, the people she suing, conspired to make an effort to invade my right to privacy. They doxed, harassed, threatened me, stalked me, a federal attorney, and attacked law practice from July 2023 to the present in order to silence my right to free speech, freedom of assembly, and other constitutional rights. Now, can I put a pin in that right there? I need to put a pin right there. I need to put a pin right there. Now, y'all know we do this over here, right? Y'all know we read law cases, lawsuits. Y'all know we do this over here, right? Y'all know we do this. Y'all know I don't have, listen, y'all know I got my law degree from Matlock College by way of Law and Order University. So y'all know I'm nobody's attorney, but y'all know we do this all the time. This thing read funny. Did that sound like I was reading a federal lawsuit that was filed by an attorney, a federal attorney in a federal court? Did that sound like that to y'all? Now, I'm not saying this woman ain't no attorney. I don't know her. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying, what did that sound like to y'all? Hey, Mr. Willie Brown, how you doing, my love? All right, we're going to keep reading. Is she a psychologist, sociologist, psychiatrist to speak on narcissistic? Yeah, I didn't understand why she's speaking on mental health either. That don't have nothing to do with a law degree. You having a law degree doesn't mean you qualified to speak on people's mental health. But that's another conversation. That's another conversation. Let's get back to it. All right, we almost done because it's not a long lawsuit, y'all. They long at all. Let's get back to it, honey. So the next part says irreparable injury. So she said plaintiff sent various cease and desist letters by email and certified mail to defendant. I'm not going Prosperity Thick Girl on August the 1st and August the 2nd. To defendant Pretty Brown Eyes on October the 25th. Also, plaintiff filed and received an ex parte order of protection. Ooh. Oh. To have defendant Pretty Brown Eyes stop doxing, harassing, and threatening the plaintiff. And then she put her name again, Sarita McNeil. And then she put the case number. Ooh, so she had gotten a protective order against somebody. Okay. Defendants continue to ignore any valid court order and commit federal crimes such as dox, cyber stalk, cyber harass, threaten, and human stalk a federal attorney without consequences. Plaintiff believes the defendant, YouTube content creators, are conspiring to dox, harass, and threaten a federal attorney led by Anthony Lofties and when they talk. Also, they threaten to put a petition of Love and Marriage Huntsville YouTube content creators to file a bar complaint against me. Plaintiff needs a preliminary and permanent injunction to have their Google, YouTube, and TikTok and other social media accounts to be suspended indefinitely for violation of the plaintiff's civil rights. Now, let me say something. Now, I consulted with a professional. I ain't never heard of no federal mandate for doxing. Now, I know that doxing is a nasty thing, and I know people down here to the YouTube do it. But I ain't never heard of no federal mandate against doxing. Kim, we're going to get there. And listen, let's be clear. I'm not here to defend anybody or clear anybody. I don't know. I'm just bringing, because there's been a lot of talk about what's information, what's appropriate, and I'm reading the whole thing. I'm not taking out a snippet. I'm not going to speak. I'm going to read through the whole thing. I have, like I said, I even have the motions. We're going to get to the motions in a second. So, okay, never mind. I'm not. Okay. Let me go back to this. Okay. I talked to an attorney. I'm telling you what an attorney said about being a federal mandate. I ain't saying nothing about. Anyway, relief, preliminary and or permanent injunction to disable all social media accounts for defendants, YouTube content creators through Google and YouTube and TikTok and any other social media platform. That's not going to happen. Moving on. Order local police or Federal Bureau of Investigation to issue law enforcement request systems to disable or shut down all social media accounts for defendants. That's not going to happen. Damages of $10 million consist of the following. And damage to practice law, clients, and business reputation. So she's saying she lost business because of being doxxed, child. $100K to $150K for annual profits that can be impacted by defendants' doxing, harassment, and threats. Range of $1.1 million to $1.6 million. Emergency hospital costs related to high blood pressure, heart attack symptoms, and stress associated with defendants' attacks currently ranging from $5K to $10K. Increased therapy costs due to defendants' attacks ranging from 2.5K to 5K. Court costs ranging from 2K to 3K. First of all, what court you going to that it's only costing you $3,000? $3,000 ain't even a good retainer. I mean, I know you represent yourself and all, but girl, attorney's fees, 5K plus, 33% to 50% of reward. Girl, you your own attorney. You rewarding yourself. You represent yourself, girl. Punitive damages, 5K to 6K actual reward for defendant attacks. And then it just goes on. It's signed and everything. December the 29th of 2023. And then, of course, it has everybody's name. Now, this is the memorandum for the clerk. Hold on. I want to make sure I'm getting everything before we move to the next document. So right here at the bottom, it says that she is pro se, meaning she is defending herself, okay? So she is defending herself. That's right here on the paperwork that she is pro se. I want to make sure I'm looking at everything before we move to the next thing. Okay, now that is the actual lawsuit. Now let's go to some of these motions that have been filed that people have been talking about. Hold on, let me look at the date. I want to go in the right order. Okay, hold on. Okay. Hold on, let me make sure I got the stuff that I need. This is the exhibit, honey. This is the exhibit. Child. Okay, hold on. Okay, this is April the 18th. Hold on. No, I'm not on Reddit. I have the actual lawsuit. It was sent to me by I have the actual lawsuit. It was sent to me by an attorney. This is not from Reddit. This is not from anywhere else. This is an actual lawsuit that was filed in federal court. That is what I have a copy of. No, thank you. But thank you. That's a good question, Aaron, to make sure that I'm not, that is a good question. I got this. This is that was the actual copy of the lawsuit. And again, the only reason why I didn't put it up on the screen is because it does have all throughout the complaint. It has people's real names and addresses and stuff like that. And so I didn't want to put that up. I did not want to do that. Okay. But this I will put up on the screen. This was filed on October. Again, I just want to make sure real quick before I don't want to make sure I'm putting anybody. Okay, I'm going to scroll down so that hold on, let me make sure, y'all. And I know this is a public information, but because this whole case is about doxing, I'm just very cautious that I don't want to put information that I shouldn't put up. I mean, y'all can go get it, but all right. Now, this was filed on April the 18th of 2024. This was filed. This is a defendant. This is the defendant's motion to dismiss the complaint or case. And this is Anthony Lofty's filed this. Okay, so this is the document that really started all of this stuff that Sherelle's World was talking about. Sherelle's World misspoke because I guess she felt like because he filed this motion to dismiss that the case was dismissed against him, and that's not what happens. You file it and the court has to review it, and make a decision. So just because he filed it on April the 18th does not mean that he was taken off of the case. Okay? So we're going to read through what Anthony Lofty's filed. We're going to read through what he filed. And he also is representing himself. He is also, listen, I'm saying misspoke. Y'all can say what y'all want to say in the chat. I'm saying misspoke. Okay? All right. I'm really nervous about sharing these documents with people's information, especially since this whole case is about doxing. So that's why, y'all know I normally will put it up on the screen, but that's really why I'm being a little nervous about that. But I will show y'all, because so for people who are new here and don't know me like that, so y'all know I'm not just making this up. I am going to share it. Because this is, it is in federal court. You can pull it. It's not a secret. But that first one just had everybody's information, child. Okay, is this it right here? I want to make sure. Can y'all see? Okay, y'all can't see anything. Okay. So you see right here where it says defendant motion to dismiss complaint case. Again, I scrolled down because, again, it had people's legal names. It didn't have their YouTube names. It had their actual legal names. So that's why I scrolled it down. But it says defendant moved to dismiss for the following reasons. 1, due to case is merely, now I'm just reading y'all exactly what this say up here, okay? Due to case is merely off of he say, she say. In statement A, a plaintiff claims Anthony Lofty's used her information from being a subscriber, and he contacted people from where she's from. Plaintiff has, it says present, not presented, but plaintiff has present no exhibit to prove claim. Plaintiff accused defendant Anthony Lofty's of contacting people from St. Louis. Damn, I didn't mean to say that. Defendant did not provide any exhibits to prove her claim. Plaintiff claimed Mr. Lofty's conspired with YouTube content creators, publishing her full government name and information, no exhibits or proof to support those allegations. It's he say, she say. Number 2, defendant moved to dismiss for the following reasons. 1, in statement B, plaintiff says Mr. Lofty's doxed her in July of 2023 per intelligence. What is her intelligence? No exhibit to prove claims. In the same paragraph, plaintiff lists the exact dates of what she claims other defendants did to her, but when it related to Mr. Lofty's, there was no date. 3, defendant moved to dismiss for the following reasons. In statement C, plaintiff claims she visited YouTube content creator channel to discuss current events and analyze television show. Plaintiffs admit in paragraph C, hold on. Okay. My phone was going off. I just want to make sure wasn't nobody telling me something. Okay. Plaintiff claims she visited YouTube content creator channel to discuss current events and analyze television show. Plaintiffs admit in paragraph C, she provided her first initial and her last name and asked for content creators to call her anonymous. But instead of having anonymous as her screen name, she used her government name. In paragraph C, plaintiff states she would give public information regarding narcissism and public legal tools with family law to help the public understand and spot behavioral traits of people exhibiting mental illness so they could learn how to set boundaries using her name on social media. So he's saying she told her own name. Defendant moved to dismiss for the following reason. In paragraph, sir, how you go from paragraph ABC to paragraph 4? Why wouldn't you just say in paragraph D? See, I'm sorry. That's the teacher in me. Plaintiff state she believes the defendant Anthony Lofty's and YouTube content creators are conspiring to dox, harass, and threaten a federal attorney led by Anthony Lofty's and when Tay talk. No evidence exhibit to support claims. Keyword, plaintiff believes. Plaintiff start her statement saying Mr. Lofty's started everything. Now it changed from 1 to 2 people. The story has changed. Anthony Lofty's. Anthony Lofty's. Sir, they have whole editing tools out here that you can use. Why are you filing legal paperwork and you are not even conjugating your verbs correctly, sir? Now listen, I think you're making some interesting points here, but I'm distracted by your grammatical errors. Now we all make mistakes, sir, but it's all up and through here. It's all up and through. Now you filed this in a federal court. Get somebody to proofread it for you. You can what's that what's that the thing? What's it, y'all? Grammarly. Plug that thing in the Grammarly. Anyway, I got distracted. I'm sorry. Let's go. I'm sorry. I apologize. I got distracted. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's get back to this. Okay. Defendant moves to dismiss for the following reason. It's reasons with an S. Attached. ED. Attached. Is the police report that was filed on August the 4th of 2023. Plaintiff's story. Plaintiffs with an S. Well, actually apostrophe S story is different from the complaint the plaintiff filed with the Eastern Court. Plaintiff states Anthony Lofties and this other person, I'm not going to say their name, hacked her and has given her information over to the web, which nothing to prove. You mean with nothing? Which nothing to prove. I'm going to stop. I'm just going to read it as it is, y'all. So I'm sorry. I'm going to stop. Which nothing to prove those allegations, and then change the names in the complaint to when Tay talks. Everything in this case that pertains to my name is he say, she say. The police officer that states in the report that plaintiff sent an email and officer said exactly word for word what plaintiff said in the email. Defendant Anthony Lofties seeks the dismissal of this matter pursuant to, and then he gives all of this stuff, child. He probably looked it up online. He Googled it, okay? When a court is presented with a Rule 12b-6 motion, it may consider the complaint and any exhibits attached therein public records, items appearing in the record of the case, and exhibits attached to the defendant's motion for judgment on the pleadings, so long as they are referred to in the complaint and are central to the claims contained therein. He's just explaining why the court has jurisdiction. Okay. Number 8. Defendants request that this court grant their motion to dismiss for the above stated reasons and those in the attached brief in support. So now he's attached his evidence. Okay, you see where he signed it, the date, yada, yada, yada. Okay. So here is the police report. Now, listen, let me go back to the beginning. I don't know nothing about no police report. Okay, I don't know nothing about no police report. Okay, I don't know. Really, be your next lucrative career should be a legal grammar document specialist. You should change huge. I could charge a huge fee for my services, child. Listen, I started off as an English teacher, and then I became a social studies teacher. So my mind still, child. It's hard. Aaron, I'm okay. I'm okay, Aaron, child. This is how it do. We cut up over here, honey. We cut up over here. I'm okay, baby. So this is this is a police report that is dated August the 4th of 2023. It has her name as the victim. The offense, it just says other offense. I don't even know what that means. It just says other offense. I'm going to read you guys the narrative. This is the law. This is the police report. It says, on approximately 9:54, I responded to a fraud at blank. Dispatch notes said that Sarita McNeil was reporting people hacked into her account and released private HIPAA information and doxed. He put doxed instead of doxed her. I made phone contact with McNeil and she said Anthony Lofties, where he lives, and this other person from Washington, D.C. hacked her and has given her information over the web. McNeil sent me an email with the following information. This is what the email said, y'all. My name is attorney Sarita McNeil. I am an attorney licensed in Missouri. Also, I am a certified public accountant licensed in Missouri and Arizona. I am a subscriber to YouTube and would go by the alias of Anonymous to exercise my free speech on topics regarding love and marriage, Huntsville, narcissism, and the like. So again, I don't see how you are qualified to speak on narcissism if you're an attorney and a CPA, man. But okay, that's not my business. Go off. Also, I'm going to just keep reading. You do realize that if you have a Google account, everybody's a subscriber to YouTube. If you have a Google account, a Google email, you have a YouTube. Like it's the same thing. Everybody in this chat right now has a YouTube channel. Whether you use it or not, whether you exercise it or not, you are all a subscriber to YouTube. Now, whether you're a subscriber to any particular YouTube channel, that's a different conversation. But you are all subscribers to YouTube. But that's neither here nor there. I learned that a YouTube content creator named Anthony Lofties, and then let me scroll because she's giving his information in the law in the police report, child. Hold on, let me scroll up. I don't want to put his people up there. Okay. On July 28th, around 10 p.m., submitted a YouTube video, and then she has the link, which I'm sure that video was gone, to reveal my private identity, HIPAA information, and other confidential and protected information. Also on August the 1st, Prosperity Thick Girl published and had an additional live on August the 2nd and continued to dox me even after receiving 2 cease and desist notices from me. Here is the publication to review. So I'm assuming this is the transcript, child. Let me just read it. I'm just reading what it says, child. Hey, proper thighs, the live that you all have been waiting for is here. The lawyer that's on probation, harassing, calling the IRS and INS on former client subscribers only live. So if you want to be a part of the panel or comment in the chat, yes, you will need to be a subscriber. All are welcome as long as we are respectful to one another. So go on over and hit that subscribe button and don't forget the notification bell so you will know when I go live and you can be a part of the conversation. Thank you guys in advance and can't wait to see and hear what you guys thought on this. And then it says when it's going to happen. And then she has the link to the video, which again, I'm sure is gone by now. Also, I believe Mr. Lofties had other individuals dox me by a couple of people in private chats. In lives of other YouTube content creators. And then she says where. I have notified the FBI, YouTube Legal Support, and the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services information privacy complaint that I have attached for you. Also, I'm attaching the 2028 recording by Prosperity Thick Girl. I have attached the background reports of the 2 perpetrators for you to review. I wanted to get a chance to allow you to collect and then it cuts off. And then it says that the police officer says my body camera was activated, tagged, and uploaded to evidence. I'm suggesting this report be forwarded to CIU for further investigation. The incident is considered open and active. So that is the police report. And then I don't want to, okay, that's people, that's okay. That has information there. Okay. Y'all. What up, Busy? Hey, boo. Where Busy at? Where my boo? Hold on. Let me scroll up. Hey, pretty brown eyes. Hey, boo. Let me scroll up. Lord Tracy, that's what you're supposed to do on your birthday. We're busy. I don't see him. All right. I don't see you, Busy. Hey, boo. I see somebody speaking to you, though. Hey. So listen, y'all. I'm trying my best not to show people's personal information and not to say people's legal name, but this is a legal document. It is public record. Now, with that being said, I'm confused as hell right now. He sent a super chat. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me see it. What Busy has said. This countersuit counterclaim sounds like the narrator from the People's Court. Shut up, Busy. Thank you for the Thank you for the super chat, boo. Now, that was what Anthony Lofty's filed. And that is what Sherelle's World was speaking about when she went live the other day. Well, there was a response that was filed on April the 25th. So that was April the 18th. So on April the 25th, child, Miss McNeil Esquire has filed a response. Now, can I tell y'all a little secret? Y'all want to hear a little secret? This is a secret now. I see some of the YouTubers are in this chat. This is a secret. Y'all can't tell everybody. This is just for us. It's 341 of us in this chat. It's 341 of us in this chat. If you could please hit the like button. If you are new here, subscribe. And remember that, tips are always appreciated. They are not required, but they are appreciated. Now, with that being said, can I tell y'all a secret? It don't look like nobody else actually got no paperwork. Out of all of them YouTubers, it looked like only 2 of them YouTubers actually got some paperwork. Now, I ain't saying nothing. But that's what it looked like based on my research. Now, I'm not going to tell you which 2. Okay? I'm not going to tell you which 2. But it looks like only 2 got some paperwork. Now, let's keep going. Let's read what Esquire responded to Anthony Lofty's. Now, hold on. Let me look at it real quick because, I want to be careful about putting people information up here, child. All right, child. Let's read through it. Okay, this one looked like she did, child. Let's read through it, honey. Hold on. Let me share my screen. I had to close out my screen. I hit the wrong button. And then I'm going to tell y'all what I think happened. I don't know what happened because I don't be following this mess. Y'all know I don't follow. I dipped my pinky toe out of Love and Marriage Huntsville, child. Yes, Law Night. Yes. Only 2 of them were, according to my research. Now, again, I could be wrong. But according to my research, only 2. All right, let's get into this. So on April the 25th of 2024, so that was this week that just passed. Today is the 27th. She amended, it says, amend plaintiff's response to defendant Anthony Lofty's motion to dismiss under federal rules of civil procedure 12B6. Plaintiff Sarita McNeil Esquire through counsel and pro se. So she's saying she has an attorney and she's representing herself. Okay, fine. Or maybe she's saying she is the attorney. I don't know, child. And files her amended response to defendant Anthony Lofty's motion to dismiss under federal rule of civil procedure. On April the 18th, defendant Anthony Lofty filed his motion to dismiss pursuant to federal rules, stating that the plaintiff failed to state a claim upon which relief can be granted against him. 2, legal standard. Under federal rules of civil procedure, courts shall not dismiss any complaint that states a factually plausible claim to relief. And then she posted, oh, thank you. Somebody just sent me a tip. I appreciate that. I like getting tips. Now, hold on. I want to say thank you. Not thanks for the grammar matters. I don't call people's legal names. So if you want to put what your YouTube name is, so I don't, okay, Professor, you know who you are. Thank you so much for the tip. And I got another tip here. Hold on. Let me see. I don't want to say your legal name, but SR. Thank you, SR. Thank y'all for the tip. I appreciate y'all. Under federal rule procedure, courts, I just read that one. A complaint is plausible on its face when the pleaded facts show the court to reasonably infer that the defendant is liable. The court views all facts and draws all reasonable inferences in favor of the non-moving party. And then she is also citing lawsuits that support that. The court must accept the facts alleged as true, even if doubtful. Again, another lawsuit, court case. Thus, a well-pled complaint may proceed even if it strikes a savvy judge that actual proof of those facts is improbable. and that a recovery is very remote and unlikely. The court in Williams recently articulated the legal standard regarding federal rules of civil procedure rules that plaintiff is referencing above. And then again, it's another court case that is referencing relevant facts and procedural history. On December the 29th of 2023, plaintiff filed her complaint and request for injunction as a pro se litigant against 8 individual defendants, including defendant Anthony Lofties and 3 corporate defendants. Plaintiff filed the lawsuit and request to waive service of summons with all defendants and mailed it to them to give them 60 days to respond. The complaint on or about December the 29th. Okay, so hold on. That's important. Let me read that. Filed notice of lawsuit and request to waive service of a summons with all defendants. So she requested the waive of service, but I don't see any here where maybe that was, I don't have enough legal expertise to make a decision on, to make a opinion on that. But it does say she filed waive of service, but I don't know what the process is when you file for that to be waived. But it says to give them 60 days to respond to the complaint on or about December the 29th. So 60 days, that's 2 months. December 29th, January 29th, February 29th. Child, it's April. Okay. On March the 7th, plaintiff filed notice of process service to have an out-of-state county sheriff personnel to serve the individual defendants by summons, including defendant Anthony Lofties. On March 8th, the clerk issued summons to individual defendants and emailed them to plaintiff for service. On March the 29th, Carroll County Sheriff's Office served one defendant. I'm not going to read her name. Plaintiff filed notice of summons executed on April the 17th. So one person saying they got it. On April the 8th, Anthony Lofties was served the summons and complaint. Plaintiff filed notice. Okay, so that's 2 people that saying that they got it. Nobody else here is acknowledging that they received service. So, and this is the plaintiff. This is the attorney saying in her own paperwork that only 2 people have been served. That's Anthony Lofties and this other young lady. I'm not going to say her legal name. The only reason why I'm saying Anthony Lofties' name is because that's his YouTube name. If his YouTube name was something else, I would be calling him by his YouTube name. So I want to be clear why I keep saying Anthony's name. I'm not saying his name because I have a beef with Anthony or I feel no kind of way, but that is his YouTube name, or at least it was his YouTube name. So that is the reason why I say it. I'm not speaking these other people's name because I'm speaking their YouTube names. Okay. That's what I'm trying my best to not say people's legal name. So that's why I skipped over the other person because it had her legal name and not her YouTube name. Okay. All right. On April the 23rd, plaintiff filed her motion for entry of judgment and proposed judgment in a civil action against defendant, the other person whose legal name, and it says plaintiff will file a certificate of service and said filings and memorandum with the court on April the 24th. The 3 corporate defendants contacted the plaintiff and permitted additional time to file their official response to an amended complaint and request for injunction and the amended notice of lawsuit and request for waiver of service that will be filed once the individual defendants are personally served. Plaintiff needs to request additional emergency motions to require service upon individual defendants. So the corporate defendants will be Google, TikTok, and YouTube. So what she's saying is they've asked for additional time to respond. We're going to come back to that in a second, okay? The 3 corporate entities have asked for more time to respond to they're saying they were notified. They got notice and they're asking for more time. Plaintiff is working to serve remaining 6 individuals, defendants by out of state, blah, 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 and who performed surveillance. Okay. So it says that she hired a private detective or something to try to serve these other people, but she's admitting that nobody else has been served. So that's the acknowledgement and that's why I told people who are named in this lawsuit, don't say. She's admitting in her own filing on April the 25th 24th that only Anthony Lofty's, that other young lady, and the 3 corporate entities have gotten the notification, have been served. Okay. All right. Plaintiff used the federal complaint to request for injunction form permitting the individuals representing themselves. As indicated in Section 3, it requires the plaintiff to do the following. Write a short and plain statement of the claim. Do not make legal arguments. State as briefly as possible the facts, showing that each plaintiff is entitled to the injunction or other relief sought. So basically what she's saying is he ain't do it right. In plaintiff's complaint and request for injunction as a pro se litigant, plaintiff described how defendant doxed the plaintiff, sent the plaintiff's information to other creators, threatened the plaintiff. I'm just skipping over some of this stuff because it's repetitive. And attacked the plaintiff's law practice from July of 2023 to present in order to silence the plaintiff. Plaintiff believes that the alleged facts on the December 29th complaint filed as a pro se litigant allow the court to reasonably infer that the defendant is liable as required under Ashcroft. And there's a legal statute there. Also, defendant Anthony Lofty submitted as an exhibit in his motion to dismiss the police report that was filed on August the 4th that serves as circumstantial evidence of the facts that the plaintiff alleged in December 29th. Plaintiff believed the discovery upon defendants and a trial on the merits will be able to provide the determination of facts this court for a ruling in favor of plaintiff. Now, this one is written a lot better than that first one. I feel like she got some help with this second one. This response was written a lot better than the initial lawsuit. So maybe she's working with somebody else because this is written a lot better. This one is written a lot better. I'm just saying. Plaintiff disagrees with defendant Anthony Lofty's assertion that she will have to prove in the complaint the facts against him in order to proceed. Plaintiff believes that it is not an accurate interpretation of the legal standard that the court permits in the case to continue with the trial on the merits. Also, defendant did a YouTube live with content. Listen, are y'all listening? This is where it gets good. Defendant did a YouTube live with content creator Sherelle's World on April the 21st discussing the pending case, and the following statements were made. She even gives the timestamp. Sherelle's World stated, "So you're not, before I move on, you are not a part of the lawsuit anymore. You did what you had to do. You approached your attorneys. You filed the motion and you have been legally dismissed." Defendant Anthony Lofty stated, "Process is already filed. I'll send that over to you. Good, all right." Sherelle's World stated, "That's why I didn't mention you yesterday. He's out of it." A copy of the transcript of Sherelle's World YouTube Live on April the 21st is referenced as Exhibit A. Furthermore, the defendant made a post on his YouTube community channel on April the 24th stating the following: "Ma'am, who mad? I don't care about that document being leaked. You don't get it. Every time y'all come against me, I win. And I continue laughing at y'all DAs. I don't need an attorney for that case. That's small," he said, she said, claimed. And a copy of the defendant's YouTube community channel post is referenced on page 4, incorporated as Exhibit B. Plaintiff believes that defendant Anthony Lofty is exhibiting a pattern of lying to the court and officers of the court with the allegations plaintiff made in the December 29th complaint and request for injunction and his recent YouTube lives and posts in this community channel. Plaintiff wants to note that the court has not ruled on the defendant's motion to dismiss yet, and the plaintiff believes that defendant Anthony Lofty has intentionally misled the public on the April 21st YouTube Live on Sherelle's World and also on the defendant's YouTube community channel to show that he has officially been removed from the pending case. Plaintiff believes she stated a claim in the December 29th complaint and request for the injunction as pro se, on which relief can be granted, and request this court to deny Anthony Lofty's motion to dismiss that was filed on April the 18th. And then she certifies it. And baby, when I tell you she attached, let me just show y'all this. Let me just show y'all this. Thank you, Chuck. Let me just show y'all this, honey. Baby, when I tell y'all that she included the whole live from Sherelle's World with Anthony Lofty's and the transcript of everything that was said, I said, she did what? She included, I'm going to say it one more time, the entire live that was done with Sherelle's World and a transcript. And a transcript. Now let me come back here. I just want to say this to you guys. You are representing the law offices of Hood and Ghetto very well. Thank you, Pam. Yes. Y'all know I just started working down there, right? And I'm on my probationary period. I'm on my probationary period, y'all. I just started working down there. Thank you, Pam. Now let me tell y'all, let me give y'all my 2 cents on this. First of all, I'm going to repeat what I said to the people who are in this lawsuit. Just zoom. Second of all, I am confusion by a lot of what I read. I am really confusion. And I know that I don't have the whole story because I can't go back and watch these original videos. What it sounds like happened. As a YouTuber, I'm speaking of my experience as a YouTuber. I am speaking on my experience as a YouTuber. I am not speaking, what up, Thais? Hey, boo. You ain't lying. They got too much time on their hands, Thais. You ain't lying. Hey, boo. Let me explain to y'all how things happen on YouTube. I'm not speaking to this specific situation. I'm speaking on how things happen on YouTube. Thais is a YouTuber, content creator, mother. Thais may break a story. Maybe he got some inside scoop. Maybe somebody called him. Maybe somebody slid something into his inbox. And Thais said, whoop, gotta put it out. I gotta go live. I gotta go live. I gotta go live. Thais puts the information out. And it's good. It's juicy. So what does ReallyB do? ReallyB say, hey, Thais, can I use your video? I want to talk about this. I'm going to give you credit. Can I use this? And because me and Thais have a relationship, 9 times out of 10, Thais will say, go ahead, sis. So then Don, who's a YouTuber, hit me up and be like, ReallyB, where you get that from? ReallyB, what you talking about? ReallyB, can I get that? I'm like, that's Thais. I got that from Thais. Right? Now, for YouTubers who don't have a relationship with each other, sometimes they just take it anyway and just give credit. They'll say, listen, I don't really know this Thais reports, but I got this information from him. This T came from his channel. Y'all show him some love. That's how I found Pam. I found Pam's channel, and I did a video based off of her video, and I said, y'all go over there to Pam Esquire. Y'all tell her I sent y'all. This was some good tea she dropped over there on her channel. And people went over there and I subscribed and they subscribed and we all became a family. It happens all the time on YouTube. So I'm wondering, and I wasn't there, y'all. Some of y'all, I got 358 of y'all in here. Some of y'all probably know how it went down. But what it sounds like to me is that there was a domino at the top of this hill. And it tipped over. And people just were like, oh, this tea went down. This tea went down. And either they replayed the video on their channel or they reported what happened. I don't know the full story. And again, for the people that are involved in the case, I do not want y'all to speak on it. I do not. I'm being honest. I appreciate y'all being here, but I don't want y'all to put nothing out there. I'm speaking from my experience as a YouTuber. It sounds like that's what happened. Now, I'm not saying that this woman wasn't doxxed because I wasn't there. I don't know. But let me tell y'all what I do know. Now, I'm telling y'all, I'm going to give y'all this last look. Oh, thank you, Pam. Look at that. Y'all, she just paid me for the week. She just paid me. Thank you, Pam. I appreciate you, my love. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Now, I told y'all before that YouTube, TikTok, and Google have not responded yet, right? I told y'all that. And I don't mean no disrespect to none of the YouTubers that are a part of this lawsuit. I don't mean no disrespect. But I want y'all to hear something I'm about to tell y'all. If y'all hear in the bushes, or if y'all know who I'm talking about, or y'all know these people, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna give you a little hint. This is coming from the law offices of Hood and Ghetto now. I'm gonna need a little hint. I'm telling you now. Pam, I need to make a t-shirt. Anyway. Wait for them to respond. You know why? Because YouTube, Google, and TikTok have real lawyers. And I don't mean no disrespect to none of y'all. I don't mean no disrespect. I don't mean no disrespect to none of y'all. Okay? Don T. I know Don and T personally, so that's why I'm naming them. Anybody else? I don't mean no disrespect to y'all. But they got real lawyers. Let them respond. And see what happens. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? You ain't got to say nothing. Just, you picking up what I'm putting down? Let them respond. And when they respond, baby, we going to come back down here and we going to talk about it. Here's the thing, you guys. YouTube, and I'm going to say this and then I'm going to get up out of here because El Teddy's going live at 1, and y'all know I got to get ready to get out of here for my dad's birthday party. I'm about to jump in the shower and all that good stuff. But let me say this to you guys. YouTube is a tricky, tricky landmine. And a lot of us are maneuvering it and we're figuring it out as we go. If you want to make this a viable part of your space, just invest in laying the foundation that you need to lay, because anybody at any time can make a claim. All of us can sidestep and hit a landmine from time to time, right? So this sounds like a crazy situation. It sounds like it was somebody said something and there was a domino effect that affected that whole sector of people that do Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm not going to turn this into a mellow-meter, not mellow-meter situation. I am not doing none of that, okay? Because I'm not in that. I don't care if you love male, hate male. I don't care. But it sounds like for all of those people who report on Love and Marriage Huntsville, a lot of y'all got caught up in whatever this situation was. And it probably was just a situation where something happened on one channel, and because it was tea, it was juicy, and it was going down, it reverberated through all the different YouTube channels. That's what it sounds like happened to me. Again, I'm not saying that this woman's personal information wasn't put out there, because I wasn't there and I don't know. I wasn't there. But it sounds like it was that domino. And we've seen it happen. We have seen it happen even over here where I am, because I ain't over there, but over here where I am, a case will hit and all of us will go live. Remember when the TD Jakes story back in December, child, we stayed live. Me and Thais and Pam and Mims, child, we stayed live, right? El Teddy even got in on it. We stayed live. Last year when all that stuff was going on with SWV and Escape and who stole the money and whose husband was cheating, child, we stayed live. And all we was doing was telling the same information, because we was all getting the same information. Y'all know what I'm saying? So anyway, seriously, you guys, for the people that are involved, I'm just going to keep positive vibes and positive thoughts, because nobody wants to be caught up in this bull hockey. Thank y'all. I'll let my dad know. Child, my students sang happy birthday to him yesterday. I said his birthday is not until Saturday, but they was like, we want to say happy birthday to your father. Okay, child. Okay. But I'll let him know. Not me, Jakes. I didn't say a word. I'm sorry, Pam. Did I put your name in there? My bad. Pam didn't say nothing about Jakes. Pam wasn't in it. Pam didn't say nothing. Maybe I was thinking about Diddy. I was thinking about Diddy. It sure was. Thais, Thais ain't told no lies. That was a good check. That TD Jakes money. Woo, and that came right after Christmas too, baby. Okay. So, yeah, and that's what I'm saying, Red Phoenix. I'm gonna be honest. Y'all know I'm gonna tell y'all the truth when the truth is there. I don't have enough facts about how this started to give an opinion on whether anybody is right or wrong. And I'm not passing judgment on anybody because, again, I ain't even over there. But based on that information I read from the lawsuit and the all the different things that we just went through, that's what it sounds like happened. And I would, if you have not been served, I will wait and see what Google gonna say. And as far as her wanting their channels terminated, baby, that's not gonna happen. They didn't even terminate Tasha K's channel after the judgment with Cardi B. They didn't terminate Tasha K's channel. Do you know how many YouTubers have channels that have had legal situations? That is not how this works. That's not how that works. So anyway, with that being said, you guys, I'm gonna get on out of here. We can head on over. You guys, if you want to, you can head on over to El Teddy's. The chat will zap you right over to El Teddy's if you want to catch up with him. We're gonna later on tonight. Tomorrow we'll be doing Love and Marriage DC. Thank God. We'll be closing up Love and Marriage DC, and we're going to do that. That'll be an open panel. You guys come on over for that conversation. It'll probably be around 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. And with that said, y'all, I'm out of here. Thank y'all for being here. If you have not hit the like button or the subscribe button, please do so on your way out the door. And if you have not tipped the driver, you know, I always appreciate those. I always appreciate the tips. Thank you to Busy and thank you to Pam Esquire for dropping a tip. Thank you for the cash apps that I received. And thank you for the membership, the people who became new members. I appreciate you guys. And I am out of here. Mwah, peace.